There are massive changes that are happening to credit reports and credit scores in 2026 that you do not want to miss. Let me ask you a serious question. What if I told you the credit score system you've lived under your entire adult life, the one that decided whether you got approved, denied, or overcharged, is quietly being dismantled right now? Not in the future, not maybe someday, but right now. And here's the part that should concern you. Most Americans won't realize what changed until it's too late. Because starting January 1st, 2026, 4 massive credit score changes are rolling out that will impact who qualifies for mortgages, how banks judge risk, how interest rates are priced. Yes, you heard that right. How interest rates are priced, and whether your credit score even matters the way it used to. And this hits people with bad credit, average credit, good credit, and even perfect credit. So stay with me, because if you miss how this works, you could end up approved but broke or denied when you shouldn't be. First, let's talk about why FICO is in trouble. For decades, one company sat at the center of American finance, FICO. Yes, the FICO credit score. One score, one number. Not Credit Karma. Credit Karma is not your FICO score, in case you're wondering. More than 90% of lenders use some FICO scoring algorithm of some sort. That's one system that banks, lenders, landlords, insurers, and employers all leaned on. And most people don't realize this, but there is no law that says lenders must use FICO, but they just choose to. So they used it because it became the industry default. It was convenient, and it made underwriting faster. But of course, convenience became dominance. Dominance became pricing power, and pricing power became a political problem. Lawmakers are now openly accusing FICO of abusing market control. Regulators are now questioning why consumers pay more every year. And Wall Street noticed, because FICO stock didn't drop for no reason. This is not random, this is pressure, and that pressure leads directly to change number 1. Now let's go ahead and jump into change number 1, the death of the 620 credit score rule. For years, there was one number that quietly locked millions of people out of home ownership: 620. Below it, no mortgage, no discussion, no exceptions. That single number mattered more than income, rent history, savings, or payment behavior. But the era is officially ending, because Fannie Mae is eliminating the 620 credit score requirement for loans processed through automated underwriting. That means lenders are no longer forced to deny someone just because their score doesn't hit an artificial cutoff. And now, instead, underwriting now looks at full payment history, income consistency, total debt load, property risk, and loan structure. This is huge. If you're thinking, wait, does that mean credit scores don't matter anymore? No. And this is where people are going to mess this up. Approval is not the same as affordability. Yes, you can now be approved without a high score, but your interest rate is still driven by perceived risk. So someone with weaker credit may get approved, but at a rate that makes the payment unaffordable. And when that payment fails, debt to income checks. Denied, same result, different reason. So credit scores are losing their veto power, not their influence. Keep that in mind as we move into the disruptive change of all. Change number 2, banks are replacing credit scores with AI. Yes, you heard that right. This is the change that terrifies the credit bureaus. Banks are no longer satisfied with looking backwards. Traditional credit scores ask, what did you do years ago? Modern lenders want to know, what are you doing right now? That's the huge question. That's where artificial intelligence comes in. AI underwriting models can now analyze real-time income, actual cash flow, spending patterns, savings behavior, and payment consistency. This is why millions of Americans who were previously credit visible suddenly matter. Think about it. Over 26 million Americans have no traditional credit file. And it's not because they're irresponsible, but because the system never counted. Rent, utilities, subscriptions, bank accounts. AI models do. And when banks can see real financial behavior in real time, they no longer need to rely solely on bureau data. This doesn't eliminate credit scores, it competes with them. And competition is exactly what the old system avoided. So the question is, why this shifts power away from bureaus? The credit bureaus thrived because of a few things. They controlled data access, lenders had fewer alternatives, and consumers had no leverage. AI breaks that, and now lenders can underwrite faster, reduce defaults, approve more borrowers, and without depending on outdated files. That brings us to a moment most people completely missed. Change number 3 that a lot of people aren't talking about is FICO turns on the credit bureaus. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Tanya. Tanya's credit score went up 289 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Christian's credit score went up 366 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And let's not forget about Allison. Allison's credit score went up 204 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now here's something that sounds boring, but is expensive. FICO is now selling credit scores directly to lenders. No bureaus, no middlemen, no gatekeepers. Because for decades, the bureaus acted as a distribution channel. They bundled data, sold access, and collected fees. FICO cutting them out is not cooperation, it's a breakup. And the market reacted immediately. Bureau stocks fell, revenue concern surfaces, and partnerships fractured. Why? Because when competition increases, margins collapse. And collapsing margins are exactly what monopolies are for. But why this changes how credit is priced is important. Because when lenders have multiple scores, alternative models, and real-time data, they gain negotiating power. And that means fewer mandatory pools, fewer bundled prices, and more flexibility in approval decisions. But flexibility cuts both ways, which brings us to the final major change. Change number 4 is multiple credit scores now count. Now, historically, mortgage lending relied on 3 bureau scores, period. Lenders took the middle score and called it a day. Now, the system is shrinking and diversifying. Government-backed loans now can use FICO 10T, Vantage 4.0, and this matters because many people score higher on newer models, trended data rewards consistency, and fewer reports reduce error impact. Translation, more approvals, more nuance, less rigidity, but also more responsibility on the borrower. But we can't leave one of the most important parts out, the CFPB shift that nobody's talking about. Because at the same time all this is happening, consumer oversight is weakening. The CFPB was the primary agency, forcing disputes, penalizing errors, and checking bureau behavior. With reduced funding and authority, the burden shifts. Consumers now must understand their data, monitor changes, and challenge inaccuracies because fewer guardrails means mistakes travel faster. Last part's the most important. So the big question is, what does this actually mean for you? It means the credit system is no longer a single door. It's becoming a network of pathways with different pricing, different rules, and different risk. People who understand the system will benefit. People who don't will get approved into bad deals or denied when they shouldn't be. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The system isn't becoming kinder, it's becoming smarter. We are truly watching the biggest credit transformation in modern US history, not announced, not explained, and not taught, of course. And most people won't realize what happened until their mortgage, their loan, or approval looks completely different than expected. So here's the real question. I want you to answer this in the comments. Do you think this finally breaks one monopoly, or does it replace one gatekeeper with another? Because how you prepare for this shift will determine whether 2026 works for you or against you. So if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.